What is up, my universe? It's your boy, TheSuperRorio Eblen, back once again. That's right. Oh yeah, and look what it is, my fans. That's right. Oh yeah, my fans. Me and Detective Pikachu here. Pikachu. That's right. Are back with more of. We are back with more or of solving in the case and crime of Detective Mouse P.I. for Aya, with starring Detective Sherlock Jockwilla. And Detective Pikachu on the case. And as it turns out, if you haven't seen last episode, I recommend you do so, because here we are and here we go now. As you can see, we have just entered a secret room, and now as we now continue forward and look around, we kept looking and seeing of what would be around here until we stumbled across some sort of like ancient, Native American and home-based real slur base that they used to call the Washington Nationals, but now we're just called Redskins. Because of now, as they see here, it looked like something in the kids or little toddlers would play, except completely different. As of now, as our turn to actually overwrite the saved data, and as what we need to do was go out into the other side. But there was a beware of dogs, which I didn't want to be like one of those unfortunate cartoon people. That would just be too unfortunate and run into a dog and expect it to be we eek. So we avoided that, as in now we had to find another way across, which it wasn't easy. However, there was something, and we did though.
Yeah,
We made it to the basketball course field, just like how old Charlie Rivera wanted it to go. And as we were now filled with full of armor, and we're not going to be unstopped by them, we then wondered how to we then wondered how we can get the backpack out of the basketball net. So he looked at the poster sign, and one of it said, here it says, "A fine city, join Mouseburg Police Department, a fine force." However, this was a big, humongous middle finger scam lying fraud. As to what they were doing to the people right now in this city. Like as to what you see right now. It looked like they just set it for a big, humongous lie to beat the living crap out of people that took their money just because they felt like doing it. And since they had nothing better or else to do. I mean, what kind of jerk would ever make something like this? So then, as soon as we saw it, we then went back into this direction. However, something was up though. The key was up there. However, I still didn't know how to get it down. The key, how I had to get it out of the basketball net, was gonna be a little harder than I thought. So we had to think of a way to knock it down. However, it wasn't gonna be easy. So we had to really think it through and think of an idea. Since it wasn't that good or that easy to find it, it would always be something and to get it out of it, like shooting at the backpack. However, nothing appeared to work. So we decided to use the gun again. Still nothing. We wondered how to get the pack back down from there. Which then, to my surprise, I thought of an idea. But nothing came to mind, sadly, to tell you the truth. So we just decided to bust it open and with the gun. However, I knew that wouldn't be possible, since what isn't the right cause. So we used the acid gun as the final option. However, something was in that backpack though, something strong and capable. It looked like there was a key inside it. However, in here it looked like something had to be done. However, it looked like
so good I should get 3 points.
Oh yes. Since that was now the only way, and what I found it up next was spinach. Next I felt like good old Popeye the Sailor Man. You know, the old and yep, there I was. Grounding them, pounding them, and giving them for it, just like what old Popeye would do. Popeye the Sailor Man. Because you know how he is. He is what he is because he knows who he is. He's Popeye the Sailor Man. Toot toot. Something like that. But anyways, as it turned out, we were now into the big humongous we were now into the big humongous dairy each heavenly island, where it looked like now the notes read as followed: bring some Trevrock, think cottage cheese. Only better, cause it's from clearly raw. Don't go clever with fancy skimmercy, fresh cheese, or the boys will come knocking with their grannies. You don't want that. Now for the dough. Go and water an egg and a spoonful of butter. Stiff the flour onto the pastry board. Toss a pinch of salt in a pitcher. Mix a cup of hot boiled water with the butter. Make a little crater in your flour mountain. Crack the egg. Stir it in. Pour in the hot water. Mix it up, and add with your hands. Once it cools down, work that dough. And like your granny's watching. When the dough turns soft and elastic, set it aside for half an hour. And after I read that, it was a lot of words, but luckily me and Detective Pikachu knew where we were going next, because we had to go upstairs to find out what was going on, or what exactly was happening. And it turned out, so far, all was well, and all was seeing well perfectly. As it turned out, nothing unfortunate or bad was going on, because now all we had to do was actually save the game. However, what we did next was then look around in more of the rooms, which it turned out, now we could have wished we could have had the spinach. However, now is not the right time though, because right now we were having a nice and fun day. Just trying to figure out how to get up or whatnot, Maybe see where we could go or whatnot. Right? If we find out what happened next, you know? Like actually try and to figure it out ourselves, you know? And sometimes even though it wouldn't make sense, what we did it next was then we then got into to another room where another poor mouse oil lost his life again. But as we were getting around and as we kept looking, we found a sink to wash some of the cartoon blood ink off of us. But as we kept going, then up next is what we found was another old cartoon gun mascot of a famous celebrity, almost like Chief Wiggum except different. But then as we kept going, we had to make a leap of faith, jump across to the other side, and we made it. Both me and Detective Pikachu. And there we found even more newspaper article strips. Now we were on the roll. As in this time we were seriously on the ball. As of now, our big chance is being a biggest is YouTube star like Mr. Beast and the Grand Jedi Pokemon Champion training master like Ash Ketchum and Cal Kestis was now bigger than ever before. I did Cal Kestis, however, I heard that there was a new Star Wars game coming out of Cal Kestis, the final one. And it says here, target it. Just shoot it. More like just do it. That old mean of life story from Shiloh Buff. You know? Something like that, except now completely different. However, he was right though. Just do it. Just do it. Make the dream come true. And he's right too. Because thanks to his energetic optimistic power, or actually ADHD deep out, or he's right. Nothing is impossible. And it turns out these big and humongous lying police backs are just frauds. That turn out be not only not only harming people's lives, but are also hiding in other rooms too, as you just saw. Like one of them, there were hiding in one of the rooms, which now, as it turned out, they wonder. Now me and Detective Pikachu wondered how we get out of here until we found and saw it. And so we went down the ladder, and we were ready to continue forward again. However, there were more bad mouses along the way. The acid gun, however, was OP. This thing really couldn't stop or give up without a fight. As you just saw back there, how I took out those goons by eating spit, and it's like I the Sailor Man, and he always beats up Blue by eating the spinach, save olive oil, and better yet, always acting strong, save his friends Wimpy and his sons too. More like his musical nephews too in one episode, where the musical nephews just kept him up all night singing a song, and yet there were more of them too. There were always everywhere, always everywhere we looked, see or go, they would just be patrolling the shops. Nothing was right about these people. So as they kept going, so as me and Detective Pikachu kept going and kept looking around, we then found the detective police station. However, before we went in there, we wanted to see what was around here of the oh yeah, of the police fraud car station, as they were parked here under someone's property without permission. We looked it around, found some loot money, and found more and more stuff.
I feel
However,
like a super spy.
nothing was around here. However, it was the arcs. So Detective Jack and Detective Pikachu had to use a flashlight to see where they were going, and yet here they found another room where they had to stop and save the game just in time. So, alright, my fans. Well, as it turns out, this close is another case in episode for let me see here. Oh, yeah, of what we made today. I think we're gonna sign off for right now. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure that you do everything that you can to make sure that my channel is complete and smash as always. Remember to view and share with your friends and family. Do all you can. And until next time, Shock 2, game over now.